everyone. Welcome to this week's Take 5 with Steph. Today, I'm talking about the blueprint for business success. And it's based on my experience working with businesses and leadership teams with the CEO over the past few years as a fractional COO and advisor to CEOs. And the reason we get involved is usually one of three ways. Sales are down, profits down, and they want to make sure that they have the right team in place where the business is at and that the team is set up for success and growth and the business is going to grow. The other reason we get involved is when sales have stayed the same, profit is good, but the team is needing a lot of support from the leadership team or the CEO is very involved and they want to restructure the team and make sure the team is set up for success to help get the leaders out of the day-to-day and for them to be more autonomous and help the business grow and become more profitable and have the ability to increase their sales for the capacity they have. And the other way we get involved is sales are up, but profit is down, which is always really a key indicator that something's off and we need to look at what's happening. So I've put together a trend report that I'm going to be dropping next week that talks about this in more detail. But there are three things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what CEOs have been valuing in our partnership, where the growth opportunities are, and how optimizing operations helps a business. So I'm going to highlight that quickly for you here, but you can deep dive into that when I release the report next week. You'll have a way to get access to that. So let's talk about what CEOs are valuing. They really want to know how to have the right team that's going to be great for today and grow for the future. And they really value having insights about scenarios and how to structure the team based on where the business is going. And that's something we help with. The other thing they value is having an executive like me to brainstorm, consult with, that can share what's happened in other business scenarios and use that data to make a really good, solid business decision. So everyone I work with always moves forward confidently and reassured that they're doing the right thing at the right time. And that's very rewarding. The other thing they like working with me is the access to the experts that I have curated and collaborated with to come in and help me whenever it's needed. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be sharing more about my team, the collective, in the upcoming weeks, and you're going to get to meet the people behind the scenes that I'm going to bring them to the forefront so you can see their expertise in marketing, in sales, in finance. It's just really been amazing that these people have said yes to collaborate with me. And it's been a true joy to see what we are doing together to help businesses prosper. So that's what the CEOs value. The other thing is the growth strategies. And so when I get involved in businesses, we don't just look at operations and we don't necessarily start there. We have to start with how are things going with sales, marketing, the financial health of the business. We look at that whole big picture. And we look at operations and how people work and what the team needs and what the leadership team needs and all that. We do look at all that as well, but it's not the only thing. And I've discovered that we are not spending enough focus in businesses necessarily with what their sales and marketing plans are and how they're creating predictable sales and generating that. They are so focused on servicing their clientele that they kind of forget to carve out time for that. And so that's how operations comes in and streamlines things so that you have more time to focus on what really matters. The other thing we're getting asked to do is actually to streamline operations for marketing and for sales so that it's easier. So we come in and we optimize operations for streamlining things, and we evaluate are the tools and the systems and how we're doing processes in line with how the team works effectively. And we're finding one cool aha is that automation has been put in place before the evaluation of how the team works effectively and streamlining the process has been defined. And so companies are using very robust, high-functioning tool sets, but maybe only 1 or 2% of the capability and using multiple tools that have overlaps. And it's very interesting. And so I've started to partner with CTOs that are like, yes, you get it, this problem exists. And they're starting to want to talk with me and they're bringing me into businesses to help with the operations side of that and to make sure that people aren't just saying yes to automation because it's cool. We're saying yes to automation because it's the right thing to do for the effectiveness of the work and making sure everything gets done well. And so operations and streamlining operations has actually had a cool impact in that engagement with the team goes up because they are having an easier time doing their work. The third thing that we're focusing on is actually investing time and making sure that leadership teams are working cohesively and effectively. And it starts with making sure that everyone at the leadership team level is actually modeling and fostering the core company values and the business objectives every day, all the time. And this is where I come in as a fractional COO, and I help the leadership teams on how to do that. And I observe where we might be doing little tiny things that don't seem like a big deal, but over time and in front of a lot of people could actually be countering the effect we want with our team. And so a cool thing is I work with some amazing leadership guides and mentors and coaches on this, and I do the work as well. And so people get access to these amazing leadership experts when they work with me as well. So those are the three things: focusing on sales and marketing, streamlining operations, and investing in your leadership team to make sure that they are modeling things the way you would like them to do. So if you want to hear more about all this, definitely put a note in the comments. I'll make sure that you get access to the trend report that's releasing next week. And some other great news is I'm going to start to have conversations with people in the Allen Clarity Collective. So you're actually going to get to meet the amazing people that I work with. And it's just been such a treat to work with experts that are truly partners and coming in and collaborating with me and actually helping us get results for clients faster. And so I can't wait to share some more insights. We're going to talk about the trend report in more detail, and you'll get access to see more about them in the upcoming weeks.